Hello guys, Brian back here with a Bitcoin update. Alright, I'm going to be honest with you right now. This thing looks very fragile. The price action today was pretty outrageous actually. Okay, I'm putting this on the half hour. You can see right here. Let me zoom out of here a little bit and give you some room so we can look at this thing. When that CPI came out this morning, they ended up running this thing up, alright, which I'm sure a lot of people got in longs as soon as they seen this, especially this big green candle start. All right, then what they did, they liquidated all those longs, and it looks like people probably got into shorts on the way down through here, especially once we broke this support of this wedge. Okay, then what do? They run it back up again and liquidate a bunch of shorts. Okay, I haven't looked yet to see what exactly the liquidations were, but I'm sure they're in the hundreds of millions, I would imagine. As soon as that CPI came out, everybody was kind of waiting for that, and I'm sure a lot of people were jumping out. And it's kind of weird because the way it goes that day when all these numbers come out, usually they run it the opposite way first, and then it will. If they run it up, the thing's probably going to come down. If they run it down, the thing's probably going to come up. But this was a mixed bag in here, okay? It ended up regaining this wedge. We were back inside of it, okay, right now. All right, but let's zoom out here, okay? Put this on the 4 hour. You can see that right there, we ended up regaining that thing. Now I would keep a very close eye, especially on the right around the 27,000 range. Okay, if we end up losing that, there's nothing but air. Okay, the whole way down to 25. All right, 25, and then down to around the 24,000. Okay, there's not a lot of support down through there at all. You can see there's nothing but open air right through here. Okay, so definitely watch out for that if you're in a trade. Keep your stop losses tight here, okay, especially if you're taking a long in this thing, because if it does drop, it can drop awful fast. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I hate saying that every time, but unfortunately you have to. Okay, the 4 hour is oversold on the stochastic. It's at a 79 and an 87, so it looks like it's rolling over. And let's look at the 12 and the 8. The 12 hour RSI is down at the bottom. It's at a 2 and a 1, so that's great. It is flipping bullish on the 12 hour. The 8 hour is on its way up. It's at a 38 and a 25. That's great to see. That's bullish. Okay, the daily is almost reset. Okay, you can see that thing is oh so close. We're at a 0.7 and a 13.75, but it is very, very close to being reset. Okay, maybe by tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern in the United States, that thing might be reset. So that could definitely help a lot. You'd love to see that daily. Every time, last 2 times it has reset, we've had a pump of that one was 10% on Bitcoin, which is a lot for Bitcoin. Then this one right here, which ended up running up roughly 15%. All right, so we get a 10% pump out of here right now. Right where we're at. That would bust us out of that wedge, and actually we would be approaching that high. Right over here again. So we'll see what happens with this thing. The weekly is correcting. Okay, it's at a 49 and a 56, but it looks like it wants to flip up. We do have a curve starting in that. You can see the curve starting up, all right, on the stochastic. So that thing could curve up, and it does. That weekly, you see it down through here. It went down and up, down and up, down and up. Okay, now let's take a let me get these RSIs off here. Okay, there we go. Alright, now you can see through here, it almost looks like we had a 5 waves up in this thing. Alright, if you go through this with the Elliott waves, alright, you had that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and it did not come down into 1 over here. This 4, it didn't violate it. So it absolutely looks like a 5-wave Elliott wave. Now let's put a Fibonacci trend-based extension on this thing from the swing low to the swing high, to the retrace. Hey, look at that. I love this tool. The trend-based fib extension. If you learn anything in trading at all, the Fibonacci is it is your golden ticket, man. These things are fantastic. You know, look how close that thing was to get in the top, and a lot of times it does get the top. It's crazy how it works, but it does. All right, so everything is lining up. It looks like a 5-wave up. What would be logical up in here? Usually after a 5-wave up, you have an ABC correction come in. Okay, so we had that 5 waves. This could have been an A, a B. Let's see here. See what we got going on in here. It could have been an A, B. You know, and this C leg. Was that the end of it? You know, we'll have to wait and find out. If we measure this thing for a 1-to-1, you know, that's, if it does a 1-to-1, okay, it would say it has a little bit more downfall. And if it does fall down there, there's nothing really to catch it if it does a 1-to-1. It doesn't necessarily have to, okay? You can see right here what happens. This is Elliott Wave Theory 101. You have 5 waves up, then you have an ABC correction, and then in a bullish trend, and then you continue to trend upward. All right, but usually an ABC, that C leg a lot of times will come down. Let me zoom out here on the daily. All right, a lot of times that C leg will come. Let's draw this out real quick. 3, 4, 5. A lot of, you know, you'll get a lot of times that will come a little bit deeper, okay, down between, sometimes it comes down between the 2 and the 3. You can see in this example here, this C leg here came right down between the 2 and the 3. So, you know, unless it's a flat ABC, a running flat ABC, or you know, so we'll have to see. We'll just have to play this out. You know, the 1 hour RSI is has flipped bullish and looks like it's ready to go. But we'll just have to keep a close eye on this, guys. Right now, it's a little touch and go out there, right? But definitely keep an eye on that 27,000 level. That is right up there. Okay, you know, we end up taking out that low today. You know, at 26,800, you know, then I would, you know, my bets would be on this thing coming down to 25,000 bucks. So hopefully we hold that. That obviously Bitcoin runs this whole market. When it runs, everything runs. And but if we have a deeper correction coming, that's what we got. Yeah, then we have cheaper altcoins. So we'll just have to play it how it plays out. You can see all this open air over here too. There's just no support through here. If it loses this area, there's nothing in here, okay, to hold it. So, but we need to hold that 27,000 bucks. All right, guys, thank you so much. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys very soon.